That's really not the case.
Feel you on that. I feel you on that. Next up on the board. Well, I want to say I feel like that's the best. I want to say the best for last with that. So recently, the suspects for the killing of rapper Young Fulio, they've all been captured and taken into custody. I've seen that of the five people who were arrested, of the five, there were two gangs involved amongst the five people who basically is just like an enemy of my enemy is my friend. So like they both had it out for young Julio Fulio. Drove from all the way from Jacksonville, Florida, all the way to Temple to complete the mission and execute him. However, I'm not sure, and Black Peace is logging on. I'm not sure if you would know, Black Peace, if one of those two alleged gangs that were a part of the murder of Julio Fulio, was one of those gangs a part of Young Ace's gang, Young and Ace gang, or no?
Yes, Ace Top Killers, ATK, as they're known by.
Okay, so with that information, right? Do y'all think that the trial of this case could potentially end up being a Young Thug situation from the standpoint of them trying to paint Young and Ace as a co-conspirator who put out a hit on Julio Fulio? Is that a stretch, or is that something worth talking about being a possibility?
I think it's something to be said, because once the investigation starts, you know what I'm saying, you really kind of can't leave no stone unturned. So, but I feel like time will tell with the investigation if there was conspiracy or not. And that's just where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Once the courts say what it is, we go with that. But yes, I don't think that it's something we can talk about now as if it was fact, it was already proven. But I feel like there is some evidence, but not too much concrete, which is why you need more investigation. Or not. I don't know. Maybe I said something wrong.
I mean, this is like the Young Thug situation, but I just don't think homie care. I don't think he really is too much worried about the consequences of law enforcement. He's pretty much said it himself. And that's the only difference between the Young Thug case and this case. I feel like Young Thug does not want to be in jail, and he cares. Young and Ace, on the other hand, he'll try to defend himself, but I really don't think he has. I don't think he has it in his heart to like make it that big of a deal. Like, is he gonna like plea deal or nothing, something like that? Probably not. But I don't think he's gonna be putting as much energy into his his legal team, and just, like I said, I think he made his bed up, at least allegedly, and he's ready to sleep in it. So.
It definitely could be a crime of passion, and I don't feel like passion in a moment, but just more so, a running feud. When you die, or when you have two, close family members that die in a car with you, some odd years ago, like Young and Ace, from a targeted hit, your sympathy becomes non-existent for others. So, so from that perspective, I can feel them in regards to, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I got money for the war whenever it does start to rain, and that's the war in court too. So, I mean, we'll see. Police will come out saying he can't breathe in Jacksonville without them knowing about it. So everything he's about to do is about to be highlighted, or everything he's ever done is probably going to go under a microscope now. So it's just, we'll see if their loyalty and allegiance stand firm when they start, handing out jersey numbers, because it will come up, man. I know this ain't really your doings. Who sent you on this hit? Who did this? But like
Could
we'll
I,
see.
if you
We'll
allow
see.
me to interject, and I could foresee this being a situation where, let's say hypothetically, these individuals solely acted on their own will, and Young and Ace had nothing to do with ordering this hit, being in contact with them, or nothing of that type of nature. But I can see this being a situation where, hey, this could get us more notoriety as a county, as a sheriff's office, if this isn't just we found we found who killed Young Fulio, but we also attach and say we took down another rapper, because that just gives it more pop and more zest. And so I feel like that could be at stake too, potentially, not wishing it on him, just for the sake of conversation, and like a Young and Ace, and like we've seen like the quote unquote hip hop police and all that type of stuff, and them just wanting to.
We are not the hip hop police. We hope that everybody involved, you know, we don't wish it to go either, or we don't have a horse in this race.
At all.